Hi all, I'm Dr. Sindhuja, Assistant Professor of English working at Wales School of Maritime Studies. I'm going to share a module explaining about the degrees of comparison. Let's see in detail what degrees of comparison is. What do you mean by degrees of comparison? It is nothing but a form of adjective or adverb that is used to compare a person or thing possessing the same quality with one another. This degree of comparison can be divided into three types: positive degree of comparison, comparative degree of comparison, and superlative degree of comparison. Positive degree of comparison is the first degree of comparison. Superlative degree of comparison is considered to be the highest degree of comparison. Let's move on and look into detail each degree of comparison. First, let's start with positive degree of comparison. Now, look at these examples. Lisa is happy. This dress is pretty. He looks handsome. Meena is tired. The sun is bright. Look at the adjectives: happy, pretty, handsome, tired, bright, etc. So, as we discussed earlier, the adjectives or the adverbs in the sentence explains the degree of comparison. So here, we discuss about the positive degrees of comparison, which means these adverbs and adjectives, they have the original form. When they possess the original form, there is no comparison done between them. So the positive degree of comparison in a sentence will give information about a particular quality possessed by a noun without comparing them with anyone. Next, let's see about comparative degree of comparison. Look at the examples. Tina looks sadder than Katy. Here, the comparison is made between two girls, Tina and Katy. The second sentence, your hair is longer than hers. Similarly, the comparison is made between two people. The sun is brighter than yesterday. Here, the comparison is made between 2 days. This bed is more comfortable than the other bed. The comparison between two objects. My brother is taller than me. So, look at these adverbs and adjectives in this sentence. This gives us a clear idea that it is compared between two nouns of same quality or particular quality of a noun. This helps us to show that one is greater or lesser than the particular quality. So we use comparative degree of comparison to compare two nouns to have a better idea if it's greater or lesser than the particular quality. Now let's move on to the third type of comparison: superlative degree of comparison. Look at the examples. We climbed the highest mountain. The last group was the best of all. Sanjana is the tallest girl in our gang. Adarsh is the most silent boy in class. The Himalayas are the longest mountain ranges. So here, the adverbs and adjectives are used to compare qualities shared by more than two nouns. Here, you have to just look at the sentence very carefully. The comparison is not made between two persons, but the comparison is made in general or sometimes more than two nouns. So, the most important thing while learning about degree of comparison is that the changes that happens to the adverb or adjective. There are many types. The first type is doubling the final consonant of a monosyllabic adjective by adding ER and EST. For example, look at this table. The first word, big. The positive degree of comparison of big is big, whereas the comparative degree, it's bigger. The superlative degree of big is biggest. So we add ER and EST. Similarly, thin, thinner, thinnest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Dim, dimmer, dimmest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Slim, slimmer, slimmest. Red, redder, reddest. So, when the consonant is monosyllabic adjective, the final consonants is doubled. And then ER and EST is added to the word. The next step, adding ER and EST to the monosyllabic adjectives in which the last consonant is preceded by another consonant or two vowels. For example, bright changes into brighter and brightest by adding ER and EST. Short changes into shorter and shortest by just adding ER and EST. Weak changes into weaker and weakest by just adding ER and EST. It's because we have two vowels preceding the consonant. Similarly, long changes into longer and longest. Smart changes into smarter and smartest by just adding ER and EST. Cool changes into cooler and coolest by just adding ER and EST. Dark converts into darker and darkest by just adding ER and EST. Fast into faster and fastest. The third type is very simple. We just add R and ST to the adjectives if they end in E. Look at the word carefully. Simple. The word simple ends with the letter E. So we just add R to the word to make it simpler, and we just add ST to make the word simplest. Similarly, fine ends with the letter E. So we just add R to make it finer, and we just add ST to make it finest. Similarly, noble, nobler, noblest. Just add R and ST. Brave ends with the letter E, so we just add R and ST to make it braver and bravest. Pale ends with the letter E, so we just add R and ST to make it paler and palest. Nice ends with the letter E, so we just add R and ST to make it nicer and nicer. Similarly, dense converts into denser and denser by just adding R and ST. The fourth type. When the adjective or adverb ends with Y, we remove Y and add IER and IEST to convert into their respective comparative and superlative degree. For example, look at the word heavy. Heavy ends with the letter Y. So we remove Y and add IER to convert into a comparative degree, and we add IEST to convert it into a superlative degree. Similarly, the following word wealthy, healthy, costly, busy, costly, dirty. All these words ends with the letter Y, and hence we remove Y, add IER and IEST to the respective word to convert into their respective comparative and superlative degrees. Now, let's see into the fifth type. There are many special words where we add more for the comparative degree and most for the superlative degree. Words such as ignorant, attractive, important, courageous, faithful, elegant, active, popular, awesome, likely are converted into a comparative degree when we add more, and further converted into a superlative degree when we add most. So these words are special words where we don't add ER or EST. Instead, we add more for comparative degree and most for superlative degree. The next type is the irregular adjective. Regular adjectives take a complete transformation when they convert into comparative degree and superlative degree. For example, good changes into better in a comparative degree and best in case of superlative degree. Similarly, bad changes into worse and worst. Far, further, furthest. Sometimes farther or farthest. Late, later, latest. When we specify time and when we specify the position, then it's later or last. Much, more, most. Little, less, least. Many, more, most. Old, older or oldest, or sometimes elder or eldest. Now, let's have a look at the words. Very few countries in the world are as large as China. This is the positive. How do you find that the adjective or adverb in a sentence is positive degree? Look at the word large as China. So it's very much clear that the sentence is in positive degree. The second sentence, China is larger than most other countries in the world. Look at the word larger than. Now, it's very clear that this is a comparative sentence. Look at the third sentence. China is one of the largest countries in the world. One of the largest countries. This sentence is very much clear that China is compared to the other countries in the whole world. The comparison is made in a huge way and hence the superlative degree is used. So once again, look at the sentence very carefully. For the positive degree, the word takes the original form large. In the second sentence, China is compared with few other countries in the world and hence the word is changed into ER. The comparative form of large is larger. Always the comparative degree is followed with the word than, larger than. The third sentence, superlative degree. China is one of the largest countries in the world. Here the comparison is made with the whole world, the other countries in the world. So it is one of the largest, large, larger, largest. Now, next look at the next set of examples. No other man was as strong as Hercules. The original form of the word strong is there and hence it is the positive degree. When we compare Hercules with the other men, then it is a comparative degree. Hercules was stronger than any other man. Strong word is changed into stronger as it represents the comparative degree. Similarly, the next sentence, Hercules was the strongest man in the world. So when the comparison is made with other men in the world, then the word strong is converted into its superlative form, which is the strongest. Next, look at the other set of example. No other boy in the class is as intelligent as James. As intelligent as. The original form of the word is right in front of our eye. So it's just the positive degree of comparison. Whereas, look at the next sentence. James is more intelligent than. Hence, it is very much clear that the comparison is made between the other boys of the class and James. Hence, it is comparative degree. The last sentence. James is the most intelligent boy in the class. So, this is the superlative degree. So, always remember, in the positive degree of comparison, the word will have its original form accompanied by as. Whereas, in the comparative degree of comparison, the word will take its comparative form. Either it can be ER or sometimes it can be more. And in special cases, it can be an entirely different word. But a comparative degree will always be accompanied with than. Then the end, the next, the final superlative degree will always be accompanied by one of the, it's because the comparison is made with a huge amount of people or area or with the whole class or something like that. So hence, most of the words, it starts as one of the largest, the strongest, the most, everything. So this is how you can easily identify what degree the word possesses. Thank you.